The Sagittarius Man, Character and Sexuality. As soon you get to know the Sagittarius Man, you will feel even more alive. He is cheerful, charming, witty, and he gives the impression that you are the most interesting woman he's ever met. Don't be fooled. If you look closely, you can see his eyes wander to other women in the room. The truth is that he desires them all. If a beautiful woman comes into the room, he will be hovering around her, showering her with attention and drawing all registers to charm her. He tries to get in touch with her, and will be bombarding her email address with messages and her phone with calls, perhaps sending chocolates, flowers and other nice little things. He is a romantic idealist who believes the next woman will be the only one. No matter how many times he has been disappointed, his optimism remains. He sees each new day as a new opportunity. For him, it's exciting to wake up and simply notice that today is a Tuesday. He is an emotional man of feeling, with a heart that almost desires to be pierced. He wants to be in love, but guards himself against a bond. No affair will last long, because it is in his nature to cause problems when there are none. Then his analytical mind wins the upper hand, takes the problem apart in a way that proves that it cannot be solved. He defends himself against a tight relationship and hates jealousy in women. He mostly likes relationships with women who have experience. To him, they are easy with their love, just like he is. He also likes to take things with humor. If he falls in love, he will not have the feeling that he signs a contract. At any event, such an agreement would have to include a clause solution. He barely ever knows what he wants. Yes, he can persuade himself into believing that the most important thing in life it is to know what you do not want. Sagittarius men are open and speak out freely. Their blunt expression can hurt others, but tact is not one of his good qualities. On the other hand, you can be sure that he will keep his word once he has given it. As a friend, he is easily accessible, tolerant and open-minded. As a lover, he'll make the woman of his interest into a work project. He wants to help her improving. If he has invested time in her and she has disappointed him, his former affection will grow into resentment. He can sometimes tend to pointed criticism and silent pouting. He is a perfectionist, and expects his beloved one to show mental and physical conformity. However, his criticism is an indication that the person criticized is close to him. He loves secrecy, even when it's not necessary to keep a relationship secret. He is subject to moods and depression, suffers occasionally from nervous tension and delusions. Fortunately, these phases do not last long. It may happen that he alienates his beloved woman with feelings and temper tantrums. He likes to settle his affairs himself and does not make concessions easily. Experience has taught him that his ambition almost always got him where he wanted to be. He has what it takes to become a leading financier, but his weakness is that he often uses his talent for things that are not worth his efforts. He is generous, loves luxury and makes lavish gifts. He is an excellent storyteller and when invited, a brilliant guest. He prefers smaller parties. Too many people under one roof cause discomfort for him. He would prefer not to be under any roof. He prefers the spaciousness of the cloudless sky and the stars at night. He loves to travel. The ever-changing scenery, getting new faces, contacts and experience are most appropriate to the nature of the Sagittarius. He is the prototype of a man who when buying a plane ticket tells the travel agent, a flight to somewhere, because I have friends everywhere. In bed. The Sagittarius man's motto could be, if you can't be with the girl you love, then love the girl with whom you are. He is like a busy bee, humming from one sweet flower to the next. As long as their nectar flows, he will drink it. He can't help with that. He is deeply in love with an romantic dream and is driven to follow this idea, wherever that might take him. He is always looking for facts. His curiosity is insatiable. and he is very interested in sexual education. The woman who marries a Sagittarius should always remember that, whether married or single, in his heart he will always remain a bachelor. Sex is seldom a powerful experience for him. He enjoys it, but he did not feel the earth tremble. Who wants to live in the middle of an earthquake zone anyways? He prefers to walk in a quiet garden full of lovely flowers and plucks the flower he wants. Exciting for him is the hunt, the overture. But if he succeeded to lure a coveted woman into his bedroom, this can become a disappointment for her. The symbol of this zodiac sign is an archer that spans his bow, but his arrow is not always hit the goal, at least not for the first time. The pleasure is short. He's finished in no time, and the woman can see where she remains. On the other hand, the Sagittarius is never bored of sex. He likes to love and be the first to test a new position, a new environment. You can tell him what you want, he is ready immediately. He can have love 3 to 4 times a day, and it certainly does not hurt his health. He also can have 2 or 3 clandestine relationships simultaneously. Quantity can replace quality. He is very skillful tongue, in every respect, and can completely persuade his partner to anything. As a master of erotic massage, both orally as with the hands, he uses this talent extensively to go for erotic zones. The combination of deft hands and deft tongue leads to remarkable results for his partner. The Sagittarius man is a rubberer. Even a slight rubbing of his genitals on the body of his partner can bring him to climax. Furthermore, he is fixated on a woman's legs. The sight of stockinged legs excites him greatly. Many Sagittarius men find lovemaking more exciting when the woman is wearing stockings. A woman casually putting one leg over the other one and dangles with the shoe may eroticize him through and through. He has quite a tendency to fetishism. Not unusual that he asks his playmate to wear gloves or high heels in bed, or both. Critical remarks about this are most likely answered with a jest. He rarely reacts with embarrassment. If he is bisexual, which happens not infrequently, he can change from one sex to the other without difficulty, and without committing himself to one gender role. He has many varied love affairs. In matters of the heart, he knows no morality. For him sex is life, and he wants to enjoy life to the fullest.